I want to hop on here today and talk to y'all about desires over distractions, okay? Desires over distractions, right? So, when it comes to desires over distractions, you know what I mean? You cannot have a desire and you cannot have a distraction and focus on both at the same time. So you got to choose which one you're going to focus on, right? You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? If you have a desire, you want to make sure that you're focused on that. You know what I mean? Because if you have a desire, you cannot allow yourself to drift off into these other distractions, okay? And it's a verse in the Bible, James 1:8. It says, he is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. And that right there just lets you know that, you know what I'm saying, you cannot focus on both. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing like with faith and fear. You know what I mean? You can't have faith for a thing, but then also fear that, you know what I'm saying, it won't work out as well. You got to decide which path you're going to take. Either I'm going to walk in faith or I'm going to walk in fear. Either I'm gonna attack my desires, or I'm gonna allow myself to drift off to these distractions. You feel me? Now everybody has different distractions. You feel me? Some people, they may be distracted by sex. Some people could be distracted by drugs. Some people could be distracted by partying. Some people could be distracted by drinking. You feel me? Everybody has different distractions. You feel me? But you got to decide, you know what I mean? What are you willing to let go of in order to walk into, you know what I'm saying, the person that God called you to be? You feel me? Because the person that you are today, you know what I'm saying, that person cannot go where God is trying to take you. See, you gotta drop something off in order to get to that next level. You know what I mean? Think about a rocket. You know what I mean? Every time when a rocket first takes off, it has all of these things attached. You feel me? It has all these things attached. But you know what I'm saying, when that rocket is trying to get to that next level, guess what it has to do? It has to drop something off. You feel me? When it gets to that next level, it has to drop something else off. And by the time that rocket is actually in space, it's like nothing else attached to the thing. So you got to ask yourself, what type of distractions are weighing me down right now? You know what I mean? Am I partying too much? Am I playing video games too much? Am I watching TV too much? You know what I mean? Am I being distracted by messing with too many people of the opposite gender? Right? You feel me? You got to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what it is that you got to let go of in order to get to that next level. Because as long as you're doing what you're doing today, you will never get to that level that you truly desire to get to, right? And boom, it's another verse I want to talk to y'all about. Philippians 2 verse 13. And it says, for it is God who works in you, giving you the will and the desire to do what pleases him. So that lets you know that, you know what I'm saying, a desire truly doesn't even come from you. You feel me? So if you on here, you know what I'm saying, whatever desires y'all may have, you know what I'm saying, like let's say you got a desire to impact a lot of people, or you got a desire to create that generational wealth into your family's lives. You feel me? Guess what? That did not come from you. You did not wake up one day and just say, oh man, I want this generational wealth for my family. No, God had to actually had to put that inside of your mind. You feel me? He actually had to put that inside of your mind, right? And then from there, you had to actually go and get that desire into your heart, right? You know what I mean? Now look, let me ask you this. You know, how many of y'all know how to get a desire into your heart? You feel me? How many of y'all know how to get a desire into your heart? Just drop a 1 in the chat box if y'all know how to get a desire into your heart. Drop a 1 in the chat box if you know how to get a desire into your heart, right? Because it's pretty simple how to get a desire into your heart. Pretty simple, right? So, boom, you know, an easy way to really get a desire into your heart is what you do is you basically gotta take that desire from up here. You gotta actually go write it down, right? You gotta take that desire from the spiritual realm. You gotta put it in the physical realm, right? So you take it from your mindset and then you transfer it to paper, right? So check this out. One of my desires, I got it wrote down on a $1 bill, right? And y'all may think this is corny. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care if you think it's corny or not. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? If you get too big to do the small things, guess what? You'll be too small for the big things, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I took this $1 bill. I said, all right, cool. $10 million, trading Forex by December 31st, 2020, right? So I had that desire hit me up here. And I said, all right, cool. Guess what I need to do? I need to actually go and write that down on paper. You know what I'm saying? Because I cannot expect for something to form physically if I have not created it mentally and transferred it down to paper. You know what I mean? So you got to go through all of those different steps. If you don't go through all of those different steps, then guess what? You will not get what it is that you truly desire. Because guess what? Once you write it down to paper, guess what you're now doing? You're now seeing that thing, right? So you're now seeing it's going into your eye gates, right? And because you're seeing it, now you're going to be speaking it. Okay? See now, because you're seeing it, you're going to be speaking it. So now I say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I earned $10 million trading Forex by December 31st, 2020, right? So now because I'm speaking it, guess what it's doing now? Because I'm speaking it, it's now going into my ears. So now it's going into my ear gates. And once it's going into your ear gates, now where it's going? It's going into your heart. You feel me? Because you saw it, because you spoke it, you're now hearing it, and now it's traveling down into your heart. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say you got to protect your heart. You got to protect what you're listening to. You got to protect who you're listening to, right? You feel me? If you should not be listening to somebody that is not, you know what I'm saying, that does not have the results that you want. You feel me? If a family member doesn't have the results that you want and they're telling you, hey, you should not be doing this, you know what I'm saying? You can still be respectful about it, but you should know up here in your mind that, hey man, I love you, but I can't listen to you. You feel me? I love you, but I cannot listen to you because you do not have the result that I want. You feel me? So you got to make sure, go out here and get a mentor. You feel me? Go out here and get a mentor. If you can't get a physical mentor, you got YouTube. You feel me? Do y'all understand how much powerful stuff is on YouTube? Like, man, like we use YouTube for music videos, watch highlights of basketball players, all this type of different stuff. But it's so much other powerful stuff on YouTube other than just sports, you know what I'm saying? So get on YouTube and just study successful people. You know what I mean? Get on there. Somebody that I've really been studying lately is somebody by the name of Napoleon Hill, right? Napoleon Hill, he was somebody that he was alive during, like, you know, Great Depression, all that type of stuff. His mentor was Andrew Carnegie, somebody that was very, very rich man, right? And he wrote this book called Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. That's another book y'all should definitely check out. You feel me? I read that book about 2 times. You feel me? Every millionaire that I've met, every massive successful person that I've met over this past year of me just being on this different journey, they've all talked about Think and Grow Rich. Man, you got to read Think and Grow Rich, because Think and Grow Rich, you know what I'm saying, it's talking about all of these different mental things that you gotta master in order to get to that massive successful level. You gotta master faith. You gotta master your imagination. You gotta master sexual transmutation. You feel me? Just a lot of different things, right? And that sexual transmutation chapter, like, that's a chapter right there that completely changed my outlook on a lot of different things, right? And what sexual transmutation is, that's basically just, you know what I'm saying, taking the energy that you would be putting into sex and you just transferring that into something constructive, right? So, you know what I'm saying, something constructive like could be cooking. Something constructive could be working out, learning a new skill, reading more. You feel me? Let that go. You feel me? Because that's one of the most powerful emotions. You know what I'm saying? How many times, just a transparent moment, how many times have y'all, you know what I'm saying, got that call in the middle of the night or late at night, you feel me? And then boom, you made that drive to wherever you had to get to go get what it was that your flesh was really thriving for, right? You feel me? You may have not even wanted to do it, but because you had that burning desire in your flesh, you know what I'm saying, that the urges of sex, it just pushed you to do something. You feel me? So when you take that strength of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, the strength of sex, and you put it towards something constructive, guess how hard you gonna be going. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never worked out, you know what I'm saying, you probably gonna be in the gym every day. You feel? You ain't never cooked, guess what? You're gonna be cooking probably every day. You know what I'm saying? It's because you're transferring that energy. You know what I'm saying? All sex is just energy, right? So transfer that energy from doing that into doing something constructive. You feel me? Something that's gonna get you ahead. So look, let's see what else I got for y'all, man. So look, something else I had wrote down. Every massive successful person was obsessed with their desires. They had a burning desire, right? You feel me? And a desire is really, it's the starting point of all achievement. So you got to have a desire for something before it actually come true. You feel me? See, you don't not have a desire to bring generational wealth into your family and then boom, it just happened. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that burning desire. That's something that you have to become consumed with, become obsessed with. You feel me? Whatever your desire, if your desire is, you know what I'm saying, to get that degree, you know what I'm saying, that degree to get that master's, whatever. You feel me? You consume yourself with that, and you work hard, you work diligently towards that every single day. You feel me? If your desire is you work in a company and your desire is to get that promotion, guess what? You going to work, you working diligently towards that promotion every single day. You become obsessed with that. right? Whatever it is that you do, these principles, it applies to anything. You feel me? You could be flipping burgers at Burger King. Guess what? You got a strong enough the desire to become the general manager of that Burger King. Guess what you would do? You'll go into Burger King every single day. You'll work diligently, and you'll become the general manager of that store. You feel me? All of this different stuff. You just got to write down what it is that you want. You feel me? See, I used to work at Publix. And whenever I go into Publix, you know what I'm saying, they like Publix, you can move up in the company, all this kind of good stuff. And you know what I'm saying, I just ask people like, hey bro, when you get to that next level, you feel me? When are you gonna become the store manager of this Publix? You feel me? I'm always asking them like, hey bro, you know what I'm saying, if you got a goal to do that, you need to be writing it down every single day. You need to get obsessed with that goal every single day, because if you get obsessed with that every single day, it's gotta come true. You feel me? If you writing down that desire every single day, you seeing that desire every single day, you speaking that desire every single day, you hearing that desire every single day, it's getting into your heart every single day, man, you can't tell me that you're not finna get that desire. It's not gonna come to pass. You feel me? Let's talk about Kobe. You feel me? Kobe was somebody that was extremely obsessed with his grind. You feel me? He was somebody extremely obsessed with his grind. I had watched a YouTube video by him, and he was talking about how he would get up early in the morning, boom, knock out one workout, go home, rest, eat something, boom, back at the gym, 2 more hours, boom, go back home, get some rest, do whatever, boom, back at the gym, 2 more hours, boom, go back home, rest up, boom, back in the gym, 2 more hours. You feel me? So in a 24-hour day, Kobe done worked out 8 hours. You feel me? He done worked out 8 hours, and he was doing that every single day. Obsessed with the grind every single day. So just imagine whatever it is that you want to do, you're doing it for 8 hours every single day. You're consuming yourself with it 8 hours a day. You feel me? It's no way that you're not going to get a result. It's nothing that you can consistently do and not get a result. You feel me? If you consistently do whatever that thing is that you suck at right now, you're going to eventually get good at it. You feel me? Just because you feel me, you just You just made it a point, you know what I'm saying? You made it a priority to work diligently towards it every single day. You feel me? See, Kobe was talking about on that video, he said, man, if I'm working out 4 times a day, two hours each time I'm working out, guess what? When, you know what I'm saying, if I do this every single day, I do this 365 days a year, you know what I'm saying? Then boom, or 6 days a week, you know what I'm saying? However many times he did it, right? You know what I'm saying? When the other person comes along and they're, you know what I'm saying, they're just doing regular workouts during the season, and in the off season they say, oh, I'm gonna go hard. But Kobe was working out 8 hours a day for, you know what I'm saying, literally the whole year. Then guess what? With the other person, his opponent, is never gonna catch up to the amount of work that he put in. You feel me? Just because he was massively obsessed with his grind. You feel me? So get massively obsessed with your grind. You feel me? I think it was something else. I think it was Allen Iverson. He was talking about, I think he was talking about something about they had went to the All-Star game. And a lot of people, they was going out. But guess where Kobe was at? Kobe was in the gym grinding. You feel me? Kobe completely understood it. I'm going to put my desires over my distractions. Yeah, I can go to the club. Yeah, I'm one of the best players in the NBA right now. I can go out to the club. You know, I can go out here and do all these other things. But guess what? I'm gonna consume myself with the goal. You feel me? I don't want to just be the best person in my generation. I want to be amongst the greats to ever play the game. You feel me? So if you get, like I keep saying, you got to get massively obsessed with this thing. Got to get massively obsessed with this thing. You feel me? It's going to be a lot of people, they going to say, man, I don't never see you no more. You feel me? Man, why I don't never hear from you no more? You just let them know, hey, I'm massively obsessed with my desire. You feel me? I'm massively obsessed with getting to the next level. You know what I'm saying? People can't do anything but respect it. You feel me? If you respect it, people don't have any other choice but to respect it. I promise you. You feel me? So man, I hope y'all got some type of value out of this. Man, I'm gonna be going on live. I want to say like 2 more days this week. Probably Wednesday and Friday. So y'all just be on the lookout for that, right? I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna save this video. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna drop my stuff. I'm gonna drop my stuff on my page, so y'all can just, you know, go to my YouTube, show some love on there. And yeah, man. Hey, like I said, y'all be safe during this time. Really lock in, get obsessed with whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you've been putting off. Go ahead and lock in. You feel me? Because this time where people are at the crib, this is the point where people are really gonna be getting ahead. You feel me? See, when this thing is totally over, and you see that person pop out, and you like, dang, I ain't seen him in a minute. I ain't seen them in a minute. They done came out. They making all this money. They doing all this traveling. They doing this. They doing that. They're speaking in front of all these different places. Why is that? Because they was grinding in the dark. When nobody could go outside, they was grinding in the dark. So make sure you're that person that's grinding in the dark. So when this is over and you pop out, folks can see, man, they was putting their desires over their distractions while they was at the crib. You feel me? So man, look, I'm headed out. I'm gonna see y'all at the top because the